Hi, this is Brian Kelsey from Exile Audio. We're here today. We're going to walk you through a Moomba installation on an Exile loaded enclosure with a big 12. You can see it right here. I'm going to introduce Mike Manley. He's going to take you a little bit through his boat. Take it away, Mike.
So main reason for the sub is, you're out in the water and you get the noise of the engine, and it drowns out the speakers a little bit, and the sub enclosures really bring warmth back to the speakers. They make them more dynamic, and overall these balance out the system a lot.
All right, we're back looking at the enclosure before it goes into the helm area, and I'm going to walk everybody through what you're looking at here. As Mike talked about, you're looking at an Exile Big 12. That's a 1500 watt RMS woofer, dual voice coil, prefers an amplifier that'll drive it down at 1 ohm, has a ton of excursion. This is a completely plastic enclosure, and it's about 1.85 cubic feet with the woofer displacement. Okay, so this is the open helm position. Mike's boat had a factory 10-inch woofer that was in the kick plate location. As you can see, that hole is there. He's already previously run the speaker cable. He's got everything in place that he needs to drop this enclosure into position. He's gone through. We highly recommend using some painter's tape so you're not going to scuff your helm area, and everything's ready to go.
So there's a pretty specific way it has to go in. It only fits in one direction in there, and you just want to take your time, take it real slow, and it will fit. It's just very, very tight. And the main caution you got to make sure is just don't grab a hold of your woofer, because you don't want to put your fingers through your cone. And the other thing is just be real careful around your edges up here, because the vinyl on these boats is it's glued in place, so it'll start peeling and chipping. You don't want to damage your boat in this whole process. So the easiest way I found to put this in is you turn the woofer so it's actually facing you. On the back of the box, you'll notice it's got this curved structure down here. That's what's actually sitting against your helm, and that's also designed in here to help you install it in the boat. You do have to remove your seat to actually install it. The Moomba seats are pretty easy to remove. There's a panel in the front you take off, and then there's 4 bolts underneath the seat you take out, and the seat will pop right out of there. The other nice thing is you're not going to be able to steal this box out without taking that seat out. So that's always a nice security feature. So you can pretty much just slide it in here. Then you want to watch your woofer in the front here, because it's going to try to rub against this rail right here. All right, once you get in there, you just got to kind of keep working it around. All right, so get that part in. Then you just kind of, you got to lift it and twist it to get it to cover your fiberglass here. Once you get it to where it sits in here like this, you pretty much just slide it around inside your boat. And about this time is when you need to make sure you got your speaker wires hooked up to it. The speakers in the back are plug-in. So we have our speaker wire here. There we go. And spin it, and then it slides all the way back against your helm there, your hump. And that's the way she looks when she's in there.
One other thing to add about this installation, we're showing you the installation with the finished woofer. When you're doing this at home, you're going to load this enclosure up. We're going to assume that you're probably not going to have your woofer already mounted in the enclosure, because once you've completed this woofer mount, you're going to mount the enclosure down to the kick plate by drilling down through the box. There's 2 landing locations that you'll drill down and secure that enclosure. Then you'll come back and you'll mount your woofer, and then from there you're going to mount your fascia panel. The last component to this is a custom made fascia panel, and it's very slick. We're using stainless steel hardware to protect the woofer from the captain's feet. And we've designed this panel in a way that this right side actually folds back so it will fit into the helm. One of the issues that we had in trying to make a completely factory looking fascia panel is how can we eat up all the space within the helm and still get the fascia panel to mount.
If you have a heater system that has a heating vent, the panel will be pre-set up, molded, and you'll take your heater vent that comes from the factory location on the hump, and you'll just place it into here, and then you'll run an extension hose up and plug it to the back of your vent. If you don't have a heater system, this would just be solid, like it would normally look right here.
This panel is secured by a Velcro system around the top that will lock it in, and your enclosure is ready to go.